Submission Radio, brought to you by Musashi, here with Jimi Manuwa. Jimmy, we hear you're not a big fan of these media days. Obviously, you're preparing for the fights. So tell us, have you enjoyed your experience thus far? The bright lights, the multiple questions. What's your favourite part of it all?
It is what it is. It comes with the territory, and you know, right now I'm just in autopilot mode.
Autopilot.
Cutting weight, I haven't eaten anything, and running on coffee.
And the Gucci, we know you're a big fan of Gucci. Last time we spoke, you were going to put some stuff away for that bonus. I don't see any Gucci on you right now. Is it weird being out of the Gucci for leading into this fight? Can the skin deal with not having Gucci touch it?
I wasn't allowed to this time, so in the media day. I've got a t-shirt on, they've covered the tag. They said no big logos or anything, so that's what it is.
I heard a rumour that on fight day, to sort of calm your nerves and take the time, you like to watch some documentaries, a bit of Netflix and chill. What are you going to be watching? Do you have a catalogue already?
I think this time I'll watch 300 the film. I like to watch stuff like that.
That's right. Imagine that maybe kicking Daniel Cormier down that hole like in the movie. Let's quickly talk about that, because when we were talking on the show last, you said you're wondering what it's going to be like, sort of, if you guys run into each other, see each other. Obviously, he's getting ready for his fight with Jon Jones. But have you had any interactions in the hotel? Because we know the hotel you're staying in, it's a pretty small place this time around.
He's staying in the same hotel. I think he's staying in a different one right now. But I caught a glimpse of him, but we kind of crossed paths. But he was like over there, sort of thing.
At the moment, how are you rating it on a scale of 1 to 10? Is it heating up every time you sort of see him? When you saw him that time, was he sort of looking over at you? Or?
I'm ready to go. Anything's ready to go. But, you know, we're professionals, in it, but it's just his talk and everything. I'm expecting him to back it up when I see him. But I'm cool. I ain't got no issues.
Even though you're fighting Volkan this Saturday, the big story around you and your fight is kind of what happens between you and Daniel Cormier. And if you win, you may potentially be fighting for the next title shot. Do you like that sort of is the story going into your fight, sort of the beef and the back and forth with Daniel Cormier, or are you a little bit sick of it?
I'm a little bit sick of it. You know, for the media, it's good. It's good. The story is always good and everything. But I'm just focusing on my opponent. But I'm a professional and I'm like a mature person, so I'm not thinking about if I win this, then I'll get to fight for the belt or get this fight or that fight. I'm focusing on my opponent.
Is it good for you now? Because obviously everyone was going to say if Jon Jones falls out, Jimmy's the next guy. But now it looks like Jon's going to be fighting. So it's almost like that mindset is gone and everyone's more focusing on you fighting Volkan. Do you like that fact? And is it ease on your mind knowing that, all right, I'm definitely fighting Volkan now this Saturday, now that this fight looks like it's 100% going to happen?
I've never thought that I was going to be fighting Jones or DC. It's always been Volkan until they say otherwise. And it's always been Volkan. So that's what I've been focusing on.
Just curious, Alexander Gustafsson, you guys are obviously good friends and training partners. Did you make the trip out here? Is he going to be in your corner this weekend?
I don't think so. But he's not going to be in my corner. But he was meant to be coming. But I don't think UFC sort of his tickets out.
He could have hitched a ride with Submission Radio, jumped in our bag, made his way.
Boot space available.
Does it make a difference for you at all when he's around as opposed to when you've just got your coaches?
Yeah, 100%. But he's done my corner once for my last fight and everything. That's because we like train so much together and everything, and we had a game plan in that. But you know, it is what it is. I've got my main coaches, and that's what I need.
Now, as we get closer to Saturday, how do you see this fight playing out? Obviously, a lot of people will think it's going to be a quick one. Is there a sort of prediction or a way you see yourself winning this one? Any quicker, any shorter? I'm looking at exact second-to-second predictions here. Cause
I don't know, it depends when he makes a mistake.
Right.
I'm patient and he will make a mistake and I will punish him for it.
It's going to be a big night, obviously a huge main event. Your fight with Volkan, a big fight in itself. After the fight, have you decided, are you going to go and party or are you sticking around to see what happens? If you decide you're going to stick around to see what happens in the main event, possibly.
Of course, I've got to watch the main event. I'm a fight fan as well. You know, there's Donald Cerrone fighting, Tyron Woodley, David Meyer. So I'll just try and rush back out and watch it.
And a ringside ticket has been offered, or is this still in the negotiation?
I'll make space. I'll make space right next to Dana.
Alright, Jimmy, well, we appreciate your time. Thank you so much for chatting with us, and good luck this weekend in your fight against Volkan.
Thanks, guys.